Hi guys, today I'm doing a video on volunteering abroad, so stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome to the Pioneer Volunteer. I wanted to do this video because 7 years ago I went on a mission trip to Tanzania, Africa, and it changed my life. So if you're interested in volunteering abroad, I actually put some steps together to hopefully make it easier for you in that endeavor. And also stay tuned at the end because I have some pretty cool clips and pictures from my trip. So the first thing you want to do is your research. You want to find an organization, cause, and location. If you go through a program at your college like I did, just make sure you get parental consent if you're under 18. Whatever organization you do select, just make sure it's something you're interested in and make sure to give it your all. Most organizations will have a set plan for lodging and transportation, or they'll have advice for setting up yourself. Just make sure you know exactly where you're staying and how you're getting there. This will be important for your visa, passport, if those are needed. And if you do need those, make sure you get them at least a few months in advance of your trip. For Africa, I had to get certain vaccines, I had to get anti-malaria medication, and I also had to get an antibiotic in case I drank the water or got sick from the food, which I did. So those are just a couple things you should definitely keep in mind and be prepared for. I would say that one of the biggest parts of prepping for volunteering abroad is financially preparing. For us, we had to raise money for our flights, projects, personal expenses, and a shipment container full of donated items. For our projects, we did foundations for 2 schools and 1 for a needy family. And then for the shipment container, we filled it with bicycles, sewing machines, school supplies, baby formula, and shoes. When I first found out that we needed to raise $25,000 for our trip, I didn't know if it was possible because we were college students. Most of us were working part-time just to get through. But between the 15 to 20 of us, we were able to make it happen by doing fundraisers. We would post things on Facebook. We had a lot of help from friends and family. We did church collections. We did canning in front of grocery stores, and we made it work. And you can too. For your trip, you want to make sure that you are physically, mentally, and verbally preparing. If you'll be doing a lot of walking or lifting and digging like we did, you want to make sure that your body is in your best possible shape. We did circuits where we would go back and forth lifting cinder blocks and 5-gallon buckets of water, and that really helped to build our muscles. Mentally, I would just say to keep an open mind. You're probably not going to have the same comforts that you would at home, and sometimes things might go wrong. You might have power outages, the toilet might just be a hole in the ground, and if there is a shower, it's probably just going to be cold water. So just a couple of things to keep in mind. Of course, if you're going to a new place, you want to make sure that you learn the language. We had to learn Swahili, and just make sure you're practicing as much as you can with your colleagues, whoever you're going with. If you can try to bounce off ideas, practice the language, that's the best. You can practice while you're in the airport, while you're traveling, and also bring one of these little books with you so that way when you're there, you can make sure if there's anything that you missed or you just didn't know, you'll have that right there with you. Next, I'll get into what things to pack. So we were allowed to have 2 50-pound bags that we were checking, and we had 1 personal item that was a backpack that we brought onto the plane. The 1 50-pound bag that we had was all donated items. So it was tools that we're using and then giving away after. There were soccer balls, other types of toys we were giving to the kids, and school supplies. The other 50-pound bag was all of our items that we're not carrying on with us. So clothing, we had work clothes, and we also had dressier clothes, shoes for like work and play. We had mosquito nets, we had bug spray, we had sunscreen, and different toiletries that we were not able to put into our carry-on bag. For our personal item, we had a phone, passport, cash, camera, adapter, waterproof watch, Swahili phrase book, any medications that we needed to take, a copy of our itinerary, and emergency contact information. We were not supposed to bring makeup on our trip, so that's kind of why I didn't mention that, but a couple recommendations. I would definitely suggest if you could bring pictures of your family or the place that you normally live in, because the people that you're visiting, they might never get to travel abroad themselves and visit your home. Also, if you can bring a journal, that would definitely be a great idea, so you can capture every moment, and later on when you've forgotten some things, you can look back and reflect on it. And in addition, I would also bring little gifts. I brought some necklaces, I brought some candies and little snacks and things for the kids, so anything you could do like that would be awesome. Learning the culture was probably one of the most exciting parts for me for my trip. I loved just learning the different things about Tanzania. I loved the people, I loved the language. I enjoyed going on the safaris, the food was fantastic. I just had such a great time, and the people were really proud to show us about their dancing and everything about them that they could. So that was really, really awesome for me. As much as you can, try to be in the moment, in every moment that you can. I remember one of my favorite moments was at the Village of Hope orphanage in Tanzania. And I just remember we were sitting there this one day and we were drawing pictures. So we brought some crayons and whatnot that we could play with the kids. And I am not any type of artist whatsoever. I was just drawing this picture where it was green grass on the bottom, some blue sky on top, a house, and a tree. And I was curious, the little kids around me, well, what are they drawing? Is it, you know, animals? Like, what could they be drawing? And when I looked around, every kid was drawing the same picture that I was drawing, and it just touched me so much. I mean, that's one of the things that I'll definitely never forget. So as much as you can, just take in every moment and really be present and enjoy it. Before you leave, make sure you get some souvenirs. You want to get a little piece of that area to bring home with you, especially for any of your donors. Anyone who helped you out, try to bring them a little piece of where you were so they could kind of experience a little bit. These are some of the things that I actually brought back. So, a couple little animals. I got a lot of jewelry. So this necklace was in there, this bracelet, all handmade. They just had amazing artwork and jewelry techniques, amazing. Couple little drinking glasses. This one I usually have up in my cubicle at my office. So yeah, anything you can bring home would be awesome, especially if you maybe will not have the chance to go back there. When I went on my trip volunteering abroad, I anticipated that we were going to be helping and that we were going to be making a difference, but I had no idea how much they were going to make an impact in my life. They were so generous, even though they had so little, they were doing everything they could, bending over backwards, trying to make sure that we were happy, making things from home that they knew that we liked, like French fries, which that's not something you would normally have there. Anything that they could do to make us happy, they would do. And I just was so appreciative. I came home and I looked at all the things that I have, like running water, the fact that I have a shower, I have a car, I do live in my own place. And these are things that are not typically things that people would have in other places. So in my life after going there, I just wanted to have such a better focus on giving back any way that I could help other people. I wanted to start making videos like this so I could try to inspire other people to give back, and I just wanted to make that a priority in my life and a greater focus to use more of my time on that. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you have any feedback, or if you're thinking about volunteering abroad and there's something maybe I missed and you want me to talk about. I really appreciated having you guys listening, and I love making these videos. It makes me really happy, and I'm hoping that I can make more of them. So good luck to you all. Thank you for watching again, and cheers to volunteers. Bye.
Everyone's doing the high five thing.